Good evening. This is Evening News on REMO TV. I am Annie Baba Bekeloloa. First on national news. Kidnappers killed one person and took an unknown number of students from a university in northwest Nigeria's restive Kaduna State, police said on Wednesday, in the latest in a series of abductions at educational institutes. Armed groups have repeatedly struck northern Nigeria schools and universities since December, abducting more than 700 students for ransom. The government and security forces have largely been unable to stop the attacks as they struggle to contain worsening violence and criminality across the West African country. The armed kidnappers came on foot and struck Greenfield University in Kaduna at around 8:15 p.m. on Tuesday, State Police spokesman Mohammed Jalige said by telephone. One of the staff of the university was shot dead, but the number of students abducted is not yet ascertained, said Jalige, adding that police should know the number later on Wednesday. A university staff member, speaking on condition of anonymity, said the kidnappers had seized 17 male students. Still on national news. It's been roughly 3 months since the central bank restricted Nigeria's financial institutions from dealing with anything crypto-related, yet recent data suggests its citizens have increasingly found other alternatives to access the world's flagship crypto. Data retrieved from useful tulips shows that the usage of Bitcoin's peer-to-peer trading in Nigeria surged by 27% since the CBN directive took effect about 85 days ago, as Nigerians moved about $103 million worth of Bitcoin in just Paxful on local Bitcoin channels alone. Bitcoin recorded gains and its suitability in hedging against inflation, coupled with access to other crypto assets that offer more viable options, seem not to have weakened despite the recent 5 naira to dollar rebate scheme introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria to encourage Nigerians in the diaspora to use official channels to remit their funds instead of doing so through cryptocurrencies. Adding credence to Nigeria's grip on Bitcoin includes data collated from Google Trends, printing that Africa's largest crypto market. It emerged as the first among other countries by long distance over its interest in Bitcoin with a perfect score of 100%. On international news, the Transport Secretary has hinted that free NHS tests could be used to facilitate international travel in the future, ending the need for holidaymakers to purchase notoriously expensive PCR tests. Speaking at an industry webinar yesterday evening, Grant Sharp said the travelers may be able to take the lateral flow test, potentially that they already have access to from home. The statement appears to suggest that holidaymakers could be permitted to use free NHS tests to obtain fit-to-fly certificates, instead of PCR devices which currently cost an average of €128 per test. The twice-weekly NHS lateral flow tests are currently offered to everyone in England as part of the government's plans to ease lockdown, but the results are not presently accepted for international travel. Travelers may also be permitted to use NHS test results to re-enter England after the holiday. We are looking at things like whether people can take their test away, he added. A sort of COVID conversion of bringing your own bottle when you go on holiday. However, Mr. Sharps confirmed that PCR tests will be required for the foreseeable future. For the time being, the PCR test gets us closer to the truth about somebody's coronavirus. And for the time being, that's the one that's going to be required. On sports news, 20 clubs were set to participate in the European Super League, with the 12 founding clubs to be joined by 3 more. The creators of the European Super League said it would put an end to domestic football and would be played on weekdays. However, Tuesday night saw the 6 English clubs withdraw from the competition due to pressure from fans. With the European Super League appearing to be on the verge of total breakdown, there are plenty of questions that remain. Fans across the world will angered at the audacity of the richest clubs to propose a breakaway league that would only benefit them and their coffers, including those of the involved sides. Following the withdrawal of all 6 English clubs, as well as the likes of Atletico and Inter, AC Milan have become the latest Super League club to announce that they will not be joining projects following backlash from the sporting world. Lastly, on entertainment news, Big Brother Nigeria reality show star Erica Inlowedim recently took to social media to show off her followers list to fans. The 27-year-old beauty was followed on Twitter by 3 of the top female movie makers in the Nigerian entertainment industry. Erika, who is also a budding actress, revealed that top actresses Omotola Jalade Kehinde, Genevieve Inaji, and filmmaker Kemi Adetiba followed her on Twitter. She shared screenshots as proof and added that she brags differently. While some people dragged Erika for posting about her followers, others said she had every right to brag about it. That is all we have for evening news on REMO TV. You can follow us on every of our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at official REMO TV. You can also check our website at www.remotv.com.ng. Good evening.